of Hanoi, about 2 kilometers west of Hon Kim Lake. It is surrounded by four busy streets: Quốc Tư Giám, Văn Miếu, Tôn Đức Thắng, and Nguyên Thái Học. Many precious relics are displayed there. Many trees and flowers are taken care of by the gardeners, and the landmark, it is considered one of the most important cultural and historic sites of Vietnam.
All right, good, good. Now, it is summer time now, and is it hot in your area?
Yes, it's so hot.
How many
I I study in the afternoon, so it's hot. It's very
and
hot.
okay, good, good. And how many degrees?
Degrees.
Yes.
I don't know, but I think it is over 30 degrees.
All right, good, good. I see. All right, now let's start our lesson today.
Yes.
And the one on the screen is your homework, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. And today we are going to use some of the verbs in the
Yes.
practice here.
Yes.
In the practice, in the end of the sentence, and then you
Yes.
need to write
Yes.
sentence again
Yes.
in the present simple passive.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Là chúng ta sẽ sử dụng các từ ở trong ngoặc và chúng ta viết lại câu trên bảng ở đây, câu 1 đến câu 5, viết lại sự
Yes. Yes.
số 1 thầy sẽ làm mẫu cho mình như sau. Many precious relics are displayed in the Temple of Literature.
Yes.
Có rất nhiều cái có rất nhiều cái gọi là cái cổ vật đáng giá được trưng bày ở Văn Miếu Quốc Tử Giám.
Yes.
Number 2, what do you think?
Number 2, I think many old trees and beautiful flowers are taken care of by the gardeners.
All right, I see. Good. Number 3.
Number 3, lot of souvenirs are sold inside the Temple of Literature.
Yeah, I agree with you. So many souvenirs are sold inside.
For number 4 is Craven Pavilion is regarded the symbol of Hanoi.
Regarded as the symbol of Hanoi.
Yes, yes.
The symbol. All right, number 5.
The Temple of Literature is considered as one of the most important cultural and historic places in Vietnam.
So the Temple of Literature is, people usually mention it as it is one of the most important cultural and historic places in Vietnam. Wow, you did it very well and fast. Now we move to the next section. We are going to use some of the words in the box here.
Yes. Yes.
And can you make some sentences in the present simple passive? Our temple. We are going to use some words in the box here, and then we can you try to make some sentences in the present simple passive?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, for the word brick walls, what is your sentence? Show me.
Can you tell me what does brick walls mean?
Oh, so you don't know what does it mean?
Yeah.
It is a kind of wall made of brick, like you know.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
All right. So what is your sentence? Say out loud.
I think Craven Pavilion is made by brick.
Walls.
Yes.
Okay, I see. For the phrases, trees and flowers.
I think temple Temple of Literature Imperial Academy is surrounded by trees and flowers.
Yeah, it is. It is surrounded by trees and flowers, and the courtyard.
The courtyard I think um, Van Mill Gate. It's located in the in courtyards.
Okay, it is acceptable.
Yes.
Then drink.
Um. Um. Let me see. I think the food stalls are sold fruit and drink inside the Văn Miếu Quốc Tử Giám.
The Temple of Literature. Right?
Yes.
Okay, into the tickets.
And the tickets. Let me see. I think people are bought tickets to go inside the Temple of Literature Imperial Academy. I think so.
Yeah. Of course, we have to buy tickets before going into the Temple of Literature.
Yes.
All right, and I'm gonna, revise for you the past
Yes.
simple passive.
Yes.
Và mình sẽ ôn tập lại một chút về cái câu bị động thì quá khứ đơn.
Yes.
Đây là câu khẳng định này, affirmative. Là
Yes.
sao là chúng ta sẽ có chủ ngữ,
Yes.
to be was hoặc là were ở trong quá khứ và đến
Yes.
động từ phân từ 2
Yes.
quá khứ. Đối với câu phủ định thì chúng ta thường có not ở đằng sau to be, nhỉ?
Yes. Yes.
Not ở sau to be và sau đó vẫn là động từ ở hoặc phân từ.
Yes.
Và câu hỏi nghi vấn là chúng ta sẽ sử dụng to be was hoặc là were ở trên đầu câu đây, và
Yeah.
sau đó thì là đến chủ ngữ và động từ ở hoặc phân từ. Đấy là
Yeah.
cái công thức của câu bị động thì quá khứ đơn. Bây giờ chúng ta sẽ sử dụng cái công thức này và các từ có ở trong bảng màu xanh lá cây để chúng ta hoàn thành những câu sau. Từ câu số 1 đến câu số 5 chúng ta thử xem là ta nên điền đáp án nào vào trong ô trống.
Yes.
Temple of Literature.
Yes. The Temple of Literature was founded in 1070.
Yeah, of course. It is founded in 1070. Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with you. Number 2.
The Imperial Academy was constructed under Emperor Lin Tong.
Yeah. The Imperial Academy was constructed under Emperor.
Yes. The Doctor Stone tablets were first erected by King Lê Thánh Tông.
Yeah. Okay. Dr. Stone tablets were first erected by King Lê.
For the Imperial Academy was regarded as the first university in Vietnam.
And yeah, I see. It is the first.
Yes. And the last one in 1483, the Imperial Academy was renamed the Thai Học Viện.
Yeah. Yeah. In 1483,
Yes.
the Imperial Academy was renamed Thai Học Viện. I agree with you. Now, and this one we are going to make some sentences, the present and the past simple passive voice about these places. For example, the One Pillar Pagoda, Chùa Một Cột, is located in the center of Hanoi. Or we can say in another sentence, the One Pillar Pagoda was built in 1049. All right, and here are some examples related to the exercise that we are working on, and I want you to make some sentences in the present and the past passive voice for the places. Hùng King's temple first. What is your answer? What do you think?
Let me see. I think is Hung King's temple is located in the Phu Thọ.
In Phú Thọ province.
Yes.
Okay, all right. In Hue Imperial City.
Hue Imperial City is Hue Imperial City I don't know how to say about Hue Imperial City. Can you tell me?
All right. Hue Imperial City is located in the center of Hue province.
Yes.
All right. Can you make the sentence for Hạ Long Bay?
Hạ Long Bay. I think Ha Long Bay is regarded as one. Ha Long Bay is considered one of the most beautiful in the world.
Beautiful what?
Place.
One of the most beautiful places
in the world.
Oh, in the world. Oh, I see. Yeah. All right. Hội An ancient town.
Hội An ancient town is regarded as the oldest town in Vietnam.
Yeah. is considered as one of the oldest town in Vietnam. Yeah,
Yes.
Hương Pagoda.
Yes. Hương Pagoda. Um, I don't know how to say it. Can you tell me?
Okay. Now, Hương Pagoda is mostly visited in the spring. Okay.
Yes.
If you don't know how to say it, because you know people usually go to temples or pagodas when it is spring or even you know especially in Tet holiday.
Yes.
All right, so you make some sentences. It's okay.
Yes.
And now we are going to learn some new vocabulary, some new structure here.
Yes.
You the better because bạn tốt hơn hết là nên làm như thế này bởi vì it's a good idea too because là ý tưởng đấy khá hay, ý tưởng đấy khá là
Yes.
hay đấy bởi vì
Yes.
you should bạn nên làm. It's okay if you cũng cũng chấp nhận được thôi nếu như bạn ABC XYZ về đằng sau được chưa nhỉ? Đó là các cấu trúc. These are some grammatical structures that we have learned today, and for this one,
Yes.
I want you to imagine that you have some overseas friends and they are planning a trip to Hanoi. Then
Yes.
you need to give them some advice what they shouldn't do.
Yes.
Okay, like we have to write do or don't in the each sentences.
Yes. Yes.
Right, and for number 1 to 10, for example, we have sentence number 1 here: do book hotel in advance,
Yes.
and don't take summer clothes if you go between November and January.
Yes.
All right, and for number 2, what do you think? Do or don't?
I think it's do. Do learn some technique before your trip to Hanoi.
Yeah, I agree with you. We need to know some popular words, some mostly pronounced, mostly
Yes.
taught by
Yes.
Vietnamese people words. Okay.
Yes.
Number 3.
Yes. Number 3, I think do stay in a mini hotel.
Okay, stay in the mini hotel. I see.
Yes.
Eat in small restaurant.
I think yes, do eat in small restaurant to save their money.
All right. We need to eat in some small restaurants to save money, right?
Yes.
No, in Vietnam, there may be some
Yes.
very small restaurants, but they, the price of the price of the food is quite expensive, even
Yes.
though it is a small restaurant.
Yes.
All right, number 5.
For number 5, I think is don't rent a bike or a motorbike if you want to travel around, because we can walk to enjoy many beautiful places.
We
Yes.
can go walking, right?
Yes.
We can go walking, and
Yes.
uh, enjoy the atmosphere and
Yeah.
talk to the residents, to the local people.
Yes.
But you need to be careful because you may get, pickpockets.
Yes.
You may get pickpockets when you are in Vietnam. Then so you need to be careful and always, make sure that your belongings are with
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Number six.
For number six, I think do walk around the old quarter at night.
Yeah, we need to
Um,
walk around the old quarter at night. Yeah, I agree with
yes,
you.
yes.
All right, eight.
For number eight, um, I think is do shop in local markets for souvenir. Uh, yes. That can we can save the memories. Yes, in Vietnam to Hanoi.
Okay.
Yes,
Like we can buy some souvenirs in the local markets,
yes,
which offer
yes,
a very reasonable price, and
yes,
here we can buy some presents for our friends, for
yes,
our family members in our hometown, in our homeland.
yes.
Okay, all right. Nine.
Uh, nine. I think it's don't swim in the lakes because
Yeah,
it is will destroy the beautiful of that place.
really.
I think so, but I think it's um like it is not respect the
Okay.
beautiful place. Yes,
Okay. All right. But I think sometimes you need to swim.
yeah,
Sometimes we don't because it is summertime now, and maybe some of your friends want to go swimming, so they can
yes,
go swim. They can go swim
yes,
if they know how to swim.
yes, yes, yes.
Number 10.
Number 10, I think is do paid a visit to the Temple of Literature
Oh,
because I think it is like you will be pleasure when you visit to the Temple of Literature. Yes, I think so.
pleasure to visit the Temple of Literature. Was
Yes,
considered as one of the most
yes,
famous university in Vietnam.
yes, yes,
Right. And here we are going to practice to give some advices to your
yes,
partner, like
yes,
you better book a hotel in advance so you are sure of the room.
yes,
We are going to try to make advices to your partner when traveling to Vietnam, for example.
yes,
Yes, and then can you give me one advice?
yes,
Please give me one advice.
yes. Um, it is a good idea to visit the Temple of Literature Imperial Academy because in that it has many historic relics. Yes, and it is very beautiful, peaceful place. Yes, I think so.
Okay, I see. Good. And how about, mm, for example, when somebody wants to, to participate in the traffic jam in Hanoi capital, for example, what is your advice?
I think you should learn the rules, the road rules when you become like a road user. Yes.
When participating in the traffic jam in Hanoi capital, you should wear a helmet. Okay, drive slow and follow the traffic light. So that is my answer, for example. Okay. All right. Now here we are going to play some game cards. We are going to play in the game in a group of 5, but we do not have enough students here, enough classmates here to play the game in group of 5. And when we have time and classmates, and I think you can practice. You can play the game when you study, when you go to your school, your physical school. Okay. All right. And this is a kind of game card that we are going to make some sentence with the phrase in the box here, in the card here. We are going to make some sentences, but we do not have enough players to join this game, so just forget it. When you go to your physical school, just ask your friends to join it. Okay.
Yes.
Now we are trying to read. We're trying to improve our reading skill, but before we read, work in groups and then answers the questions. Answer the questions. For number 1, do you think the Temple of Literature is a good English name for Văn Miếu?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
What's your answer?
I think the Temple of Literature in the Imperial Academy is a good English name for Văn Miếu Culture Giảng, because I think if we are like we named it for the Văn Miếu Culture Giảng, many foreigners can understand the meaning of the Văn Miếu Culture Giảng.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, good.
Yes, and I think people will with I think foreigner will understand more and more history uh, of Vietnam.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Good. Number two, why do
Um,
many students pay a visit to the Temple of Literature, the Imperial Academy, before their exams?
um, I think because people want to lucky before the exam, because I think in the Imperial Academy Temple of Literature, it's like organization organized there many competition to re- like recruit many intelligent people. So I think it is will bring lucky for many students when they visit to the Temple of Literature, the Imperial Academy.
Okay, I see. Um, mm, how to say? Many students pay a
Yes.
visit to the Temple of Literature to
Yes.
pray for the exam, pray for their upcoming exams
Yes.
of
Yes. Yes.
luck, uh, good results, higher mark.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, because they believe that when they pay a visit to the temple and the doctors in the past will offer, will honor some lucks, some they will give you a kind of very intelligent
Yeah.
very smart thinking, so you can do
Yes.
exam better. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Number three, what do you think will happen to this historic place in the future?
I think this historic place in the future, I think it will be protected safely in the future, and it like it can upgrade. It may be upgrade to the high level. Yes, I think so.
So you mean that the government need to reconstruct, rebuild this
Yes.
historic place
Yes.
to be better and for future use, for future visit. Right.
Yes. Yes.
Good. Right. And so we have just talked about the Imperial Academy, the Temple of
Yeah.
Literature,
Yes.
and for this one, we are going to, understand the
Yes.
history of Imperial
Yes.
Academy, the Temple of Literature, by reading the
Yes.
and after reading, we need to give some answers to questions from number 1 to 4.
Yes.
And firstly, we need to read the passage.
Yes.
Long ago, in the year 1070, there were no university in Vietnam. So in 1076, Emperor Lý Nhân Tông decided to build the Imperial Academy. It is considered the first university in Vietnam And the university was a great success, and thousands of Vietnamese scholars graduated from this university. The Imperial Academy has a long, interesting history. Many kings, emperors, and scholars worked to develop the university. Chu Văn An was regarded as one of the most famous teachers at the Imperial Academy. In modern time, the Imperial Academy continues to grow and receive recognition. Many old buildings were reconstructed in 1999 and in 2003 for statues Lý Nhân Tông, Lý Thánh Tông, Lý Thánh Tông, Lý Nhân Tông, Lý Thánh Tông. What we have two saints name here, right? Okay, Lý Thánh Tông.
No. I think one is Lý Nhân Tông and two is Lê Thánh Tông.
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay. So 4 statues were built in 2010. The 82 Doctor stone tablets were recognized by UNESCO. All right, and
Yeah.
understand the passage. Do you understand the passage?
Yes.
Okay, and we are going to look for the answer for question number 1 first. When was the Imperial Academy founded?
The Imperial Academy was founded in 1076.
Yeah, 1076.
Yes.
Why was it successful?
Because thousands of Vietnamese scholars graduated from this university.
Yeah, good. And who was one of the most famous teachers at the Imperial Academy?
It was Chu Văn An.
Chu Văn An. Yeah. What is another special thing about it?
Let me see. I think in modern time, the Imperial Academy continues to grow and receive recognition.
Okay, all right, yeah. But it is considered the first university in Vietnam.
Yes.
All right, and now I think there's some problem. Here, we need to look at 4 statues and then talk about them. This is Chu Văn An statue. This is the statue of Chu Văn An. He is considered one of the most famous teachers at the Imperial Academy. And this is the statue of Lý Nhân Tông. Emperor Lý Nhân Tông is considered the founder of the Temple of Literature. Right. This is Lý Nhân Tông. Sorry, Lý Thánh Tông. I'm sorry. What's the problem? This is Lý Thánh Tông. And this is Lý Nhân Tông. You know, the Emperor Lý Nhân Tông is regarded as the builder of the Imperial Academy. The builder. And Lý Thánh Tông, you know, the founder. Lý Nhân Tông, the builder. And Lê Thánh Tông, the erection of the first Doctor stone tablet was ordered by King Lê Thánh Tông. All right. And here are some facts that we need to know about four famous historic heroes in Vietnam. And after that, we need to, listen to the conversation here. What's the problem? Okay. Right. Now we are going to listen to the recording and then circle the appropriate answer. A, B, or C. From number 1 to number 4. Are you ready to listen?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right.
Skills 2. Activity 1. Listen to the recording and circle the appropriate answer. A, B, or C.
Hi, class. Come into the next building of the Temple of Literature and let me tell you about Chu Van An. Chu Van An was considered the most famous teacher at the Imperial Academy and one of the most remarkable educators in Vietnamese history. He was born in 1292 in Thanh Tri District, Hanoi. He was an honest man. He passed the royal examination. First, he opened a school in his home village. Then, he became a teacher at the Imperial Academy. He taught many talented and successful students for the nation. Later, he resigned and returned to his home village. For the rest of his life, Chu Van An continued his teaching career and wrote books. He died in 1370.
Do you want to listen again?
I think it's no.
All right.
Yes.
Where Chu Van An was born?
C, Thanh Tri District.
Okay, and where is Thanh Tri District?
I don't know clearly about Hanoi.
Thanh Tri District, Hanoi capital. And number 2, what exam?
He passes the royal examination.
Yeah, he passed the royal examination.
Yes. 3.
What did he do to begin his career?
He began his career as a teacher.
And when did he pass away?
He passed away in 1370.
Okay. He passed away in 1370. I agree with you.
Yes.
Now we listen to the recording again and then we write some short answers to the questions from number 1 to 4. Number 1, when was Chu Van An born? Number 2, what was he like? Number 3, what did he do later in his life? How old was he when he died? Now try to listen again and answer the questions from number 1 to 4.
Yes.
Skills 2. Activity 2. Listen to the recording again and write short answers to the questions.
Hi, class. Come into the next building of the Temple of Literature and let me tell you about Chu Van An. Chu Van An was considered the most famous teacher at the Imperial Academy and one of the most remarkable educators in Vietnamese history. Born in 1292 in Tan Tri District, Hanoi. He was an honest man. He passed the royal examination. First, he opened a school in his home village. Then, he became a teacher at the Imperial Academy. He taught many talented and successful students for the nation. Later, he resigned and returned to his home village. For the rest of his life, Chu Van An continued his teaching career and wrote books. He died in 1370.
Can I listen again, teacher?
Okay. All right. Of course.
Skills 2. Activity 2. Listen to the recording again and write short answers to the questions.
Hi, class. Come into the next building of the Temple of Literature and let me tell you about Chu Van An. Chu Van An was considered the most famous teacher at the Imperial Academy and one of the most remarkable educators in Vietnamese history. He was born in 1292 in Tan Tri District, Hanoi. He was an honest man. He passed the royal examination. First, he opened a school in his home village. Then, he became a teacher at the Imperial Academy. He taught many talented and successful students for the nation. Later, he resigned and returned to his home village. For the rest of his life, Chu Van An continued his teaching career and wrote books. He died in 1370.
All right. Now, number 1, when was Chu Van An born?
Chu Van An was born in 1292.
All right.
Yes.
What was he like?
He was an honest man.
Okay. He was an honest man. Yeah.
Yes.
And what did he do later in his life?
He continued his teaching career and wrote books.
Hey, yeah. He continued his teaching career and wrote books. And how old was he when he died?
He was 78 when he died.
Yeah. So you played it very correctly. He was 78 when he died. All right, you did it very well. And this one, the writing section, I want you to complete the table on the screen here at home as
Yeah.
the homework.
Yes.
And this table is about the history of the temple Asia. And you need to write the time the temple of literature
Yes.
is considered as one of the historic and cultural sites of Vietnam.
Yes.
All right. And that is the homework for you today. And
Yeah.
yeah, our lesson today is over. And thank you for coming. And next time, remember to be on time. Okay?
Yes, yes.
Remember the time to have class with me.
Yes.
All right. Goodbye, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, goodbye teacher and see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Yes, bye teacher. See you tomorrow.
Yes.